We're live in the field! Welcome to Newton, Massachusetts! Hey everyone, I'm Matt Swierk. You know that. I'm a real estate agent right here in Massachusetts with Keller Williams, Legacy Star Team, baby. What's this all about? We talk everything Massachusetts. We have a green screen, but this is real. This is not green. We're out on the road. We're talking food, we're talking business, we're talking education. We're really talking Newton, Massachusetts. So you want to reach out with questions? Give us a call, text, email, Facebook message, whatever it is. When it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back. So we stopped in one of the neighborhoods here in Newton, and Newton has 13 different little, I guess community, subculture, I don't know, but there's 13 little areas of Newton. This one we see, if you can kind of pan, these are some newer style homes. If you look at this beautiful house here, I don't know the age of that one. That's a newer home, looks a little bit older as far as the stucco is concerned. But Tyler's gonna spin you. So we're in Newton Highlands right now. The real estate market here is really interesting. So you have everything from, there's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that's on the market right down the street here. That's actually under agreement for $750,000. The price points over the past 6 months, they've gone anywhere from $400,000, and then Tyler and I were looking at a house that was a little like 9.9 million, right? Now that's a pretty impressive house. It's over 14,000 square feet. There was 7 bedrooms, 8 full baths, 4 half baths. Just an enormous property. I forget how many acres, but you can see. So as Tyler, I don't want to step on these guys. Lilies here. I hate walking on people's grass. I'm always excited to have great grass. I can't wait to retire so I can sit there and pick blades of weeds out of my lawn. But you can see this is kind of the older style. So you have a lot of small colonials. Like I said, there's a bungalow down the street here. So there's really everything. So Newton has so much history and there's a lot here. So, you know, we kind of laugh about the weather here in Massachusetts. Like, if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 seconds. Well, if you don't like this neighborhood, go to a different neighborhood 5 seconds away in Newton. You'll be pleasantly surprised with something different. But we might go sneak into one of those neighborhoods where they'll be like, get these Quincy kids out of here. Well, I'm a Quincy kid. All right, so we're over in the Waban section of Newton. So think about that. How would you pronounce it? And yes, I'm teasing people, you know, because how the outsiders talk about the towns and the areas in Massachusetts. So Waban, we're in the Waban area of Newton. Like I was saying, there's 13 different communities of Newton. I don't have them all memorized. There's like Newton Highlands, Waban. We were just over in the Highlands. So I'm going to read, forgive me, but I'm going to read the 13 communities. So this is what we have. We have Newton Center, Newton Lower Falls. We have Newton Upper Falls, Newton Corner. Right, we have Newton Highlands, Newtonville, Auburndale. We have an area called Nenatum, which is also called the Lake. We have Chestnut Hill, which is really nice. Thompsonville, Oak Hill, Waban, and West Newton. All right, so the reason we're in front of this sign is Neighborhood Watch, 100%. I'm picking on the Newtonites. Yes, they will call the police when they see us out here. Like, what are these guys doing? Right? They're not going to say get them out of here, but suspicious activity. I'm picking on Newton. There was a radio program here in Massachusetts, and they used to read the police blog of people that would call in of the neighborhood activity, right? So that's why I'm saying, like, they'll call and be like, what are these guys doing in our neighborhood? So off to my left, your right, there's a little tennis club here, very exclusive. And the reason we stopped into this neighborhood is, as we were talking about the different price points and the different types of areas, I wanted to bring you over. You know, I talked about a $9.9 million property. That's a big thing, right? And I want to I wanted to bring you into this neighborhood because this, you know, for a mere $5 million, $4 million, these are the houses that you can buy, right? So some of them are really impressive. A lot of them are location. Newton is incredible as far as location is concerned. Right off of 95, Route 9 runs right through, which is one of our smaller subset roads. You have the Mass Pike. So if you're looking to get anywhere, this is a great place to be. I haven't been in this neighborhood, but I absolutely love this. Here's a interesting style in New England of cedar shake. So you see this typically more down on the Cape. But this is, you know, there's some beautiful properties here, and you can tell by the landscape. And I mean, there's a lot of pride in everyone in Newton as far as taking care of their community. It's a great feel, and I was laughing because as we were turning down into this area, there happened to be this very interesting looking gentleman, and I just said, you know, there's so many different walks of life here in Newton. It's really a great diverse place. So I pick on it because as a kid from the city, Newton always had more money. They always crushed us in sports, and I was thinking about that on my drive down here today. And then I thought about Brockton, which was another city that had, you know, probably less money than we had growing up in Quincy, and those guys crushed us in football every single time. I mean, we didn't even want to get on the bus to go play them. So I apologize to Newton. I apologize to Brockton. Great sports in both those communities, and so much more. All right, so something that's, I think, an important aspect of Newton is the safety. Right now, as I'm walking backwards, Tyler has no confidence in me that he thinks I'm going to fall over backwards, and I say I'm going for it. I'm walking backwards. I'm living dangerously in Newton, but it's not a dangerous area. Some things, you know, I was talking about the accessibility of Newton, and what's awesome, you know, and it's only 23 miles from Boston, right? So depending on traffic and when you go, it's pretty quick to get here. And with that being said, and I don't know why, you know, specifically these families moved here, but there's some really famous people that actually grew up in Newton. Amy Poehler, Louis C.K., one of our local heroes here in Massachusetts, who is a talk show host for Kiss 108. He is actually, he lives in Newton, right? So Matty, I won't give his last name out. You can find him, Matty in the Morning. He's been on the radio forever. If you come here to relocate, absolutely, or even if you come visit, you definitely want to tune into Kiss 108. You know, it's kind of pop. The best, you know, that morning show has been the #1 morning show forever. Him and Billy Costa, they're just amazing. The symmetry between them. When you listen to someone for most of your life on the radio, you feel like you know them, and they're a great radio show to listen to. So definitely check that out when you're in the area. And another thing I love about Newton is, and this is kind of a weird thing, right? So as you've seen our videos, I come up with some weird things. The Fig Newton, right? That's not some cookie that Sir Isaac Newton had created, right? So get that out of your mind. I know everyone was thinking that, but that's not true, right? And I know everyone loves Fig Newtons, maybe. But Fig Newtons were actually started here in Newton, Massachusetts. See the connection? Amazing, right? We're so brilliant here in Massachusetts. So yeah, we're enjoying it out here in this really peaceful neighborhood. I mean, just lovely properties, lovely landscaping. There's a lot going on here. You know, Newton was kind of an older city, which we refer to like older money. And as you saw in one of the other videos, they've done some, you know, some rehabs. There's been a lot of knocking down of these smaller properties, and then bam, the McMansion's there, right? But there's so much here. The school system's incredible. Like I said, very safe neighborhoods. As far as the culture, there's great museums here. I mean, there's a lot of things to do here. So yeah, check out Newton. It's a cool place. We picked a random little business mall, strip mall, whatever you want to call it. I'm not gonna say it's random. If you look over my shoulder this way, see that place, the Dumpling House? No, they didn't pay us to market for them, but Tyler's like, Matt, I gotta eat, and he's like, can we go to the Dumpling House? I'm like, sure, why not? So, so he's gonna eat lunch after we do this. Anyway, the reason we just wanted to show this, we're kind of talking about some of the business in Newton. I was gonna say we have it here. I'm not from here, so I can't claim a residence. But Newton really has it all. I mean, there's a lot of corporate spaces. You know, we have so many different sectors as far as high tech, healthcare, education. There's a lot of the big businesses that are here in Newton. But then you have a lot of the small strip plazas as well. And I was telling Tyler, when I left Massachusetts and moved to Arizona, I was in Seattle for a while, and that was all like, it was all strip malls. And it wasn't little things like this. It was just like strip mall, strip mall, strip mall, strip mall. And I didn't feel any character because, you know, as you see in here, yes, there's Domino's Pizza, another plug for them. They're not going to pay us advertising, that's fine. They years ago, if you asked them, can I get something for nothing? They used to give you something. That was their slogan, I think. But anyway, I digress. So I wanted to just kind of show that, you know, we have one thing that I feel is a little bit different here, and I don't want to hate mail over this. I think we have a really focus on a lot of small businesses. Of course, we have all, you know, the franchisees, but really, especially like the big thing that's coming to my mind is food. No, I'm not going to talk about fried clams. Yes, I snuck it in somehow. But as far as the, you know, I was talking to someone yesterday in our sub shops, right? And we were talking about, this guy happened to be from New York, and he was talking about the names of what he called things. And I said, yeah, I said, listen, You can call them Spuckies, grinders, hoagies, subs, like there's so many different names. Then he was bringing up soda versus tonic versus pop. My family relocated out to Minnesota a long time ago and they call it pop, and I'm like, what? Whatever. So yeah, so this is we have a lot of these smaller things here, and then the one big thing that I might have talked about in a different part of the video is Chestnut Hill. That's a part of Newton, right on Route 9, which is one of those major, well, Chestnut Hill's everywhere, but there's an awesome mall that's over there. Very high scale, really nice. I mean, whatever you need, it's gonna have. And then a little bit across the street from it, there is this awesome megaplex movie theater, right? I think we were kind of late in the game to get these megaplex theaters. I have no basis for making that statement except for the fact like we didn't have them for a while, and then all of a sudden I think we have 3 or 4 of them. It's probably more now, but that's like I was talking as far as things to do in accessibility. That's probably the big thing I keep talking about is accessibility, and then layer that with the education, all the businesses, all the culture. I can't say enough. I mean, I love Newton. I love Newton. It's a great place, even though they beat us all the time. I love Newton. Whew. Traveling around Newton, that was fun. So listen, when it comes to anything with Massachusetts, definitely reach out to us. We love all the questions that are coming in. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. This is a really great community. We had a lot of fun being here. Completely different day. Just remember, when it comes to Massachusetts, we've always got your back.